Money with America's money maven, Vicki Brackens. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Vicki, how you doing today?
There, George. How you doing today?
I'm great.
Good. Listen, I think I'm doing pretty well too. I'm really happy with the way the weather's turned out, and hopefully everybody have a nice Sunday afternoon today.
It's going to be hot today.
I heard like what, 90. I was being funny. Okay, my joke. I was being funny. 95 or 96 degrees out today. But anyway, I won't complain because we know what happens in about 4 months, for sure.
Okay. I am not mad at all.
Not at all. So before I forget, I want to be sure that I made this special announcement because I forgot to do this last week.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, we love to have fun with our clients and everybody here in the Syracuse community. We have not had the opportunity to commune together in several months.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to do that on August 20th. We're having a jazz event on August 20th on Zoom.
Oh.
Okay. It's our second Music and Your Money offering on Zoom. But this time I'm opening it up to everyone because I wanted to test it out to see how much fun we would have. And so we did it about a couple of months ago, had a wonderful time. So this time we're going to open it up to the general public, just like we did for the jazz events that we have at Black History Month each year. So this is August 20th, 6:30 p.m. You need to go on to brackensfsn.com, go into the upcoming events and register. Here's something else that's very different, George. Free.
Ooh.
Not charging an admission this time. I really just want to say thank you and tell everyone how much we've missed you. And so we'll have 6 or 7 artists that are being brought in from across the country. Our host will be none other than the wonderful Antoinette Montague,
Yes.
okay, who's been doing these types of events across the country for all summer. Well, basically since COVID-19 and social distancing, and she couldn't be on the radio anymore, so she's been hosting these events, okay, across the country. And I want everybody to go into brackensfsn.com into the event section and go ahead and register right away. When we get to our limit, then you'll see, because it's counting backwards. So don't wait.
Don't wait.
Because we sent out an email earlier in the week, about 2 days ago, and we've already started to fill up. So make sure that you do this. What did we talk about last week, George?
Let's see. What did we talk about last week? You remind me.
Okay. Last week, we talked about the fact that we needed to start hoarding cash.
Yes.
Okay. We needed to start hoarding cash. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am so, I won't say upset, but let's say challenged by the fact that the numbers across the country are actually accelerating even faster than I thought they would be, based on the new records that are being set every day. New records on the numbers of infection, new records as far as the hospitalization from COVID. It's becoming it was already a pandemic, but it's becoming a pandemic on steroids. So I'm encouraging everyone to please make sure that you don't ignore what's happening as far as the outline from the CDC, from what's happening from the governor's office, any changes that are happening as far as any mandates, and get ready and start putting away cash. Because we have no idea, I mean, Vicki can't predict this, but the way things are starting to line up, let's just say there will be some stressors happening over the next 6, 8, 12, 14, 24 weeks as we start to get into winter and into the end of the year. Have you ever heard of a word called anti-fragility?
Anti-fragility?
No, fragility.
Oh yeah, fragility. I've heard of fragility, not anti-fragility.
Anti-fragility. It's a economic concept that really speaks to what we're dealing with right now, which is you cannot be stuck in your ways. You cannot be so fragile that when change is necessary, when you have to pivot, that you break. It's an economic concept that's used to measure how companies and what we feel companies are going to be doing in the future, whether or not they will survive disruptions and things of that nature. But I'm going to apply it to our general audience at this point in time and saying that we cannot be so fragile that as we run into stressors that we break. And the way to do that, one of the most important things when you look at a balance sheet is having enough cash. And that's why the PPP, remember we talked about that, about 3-4 months ago, and infusing cash into the business community was so important. That's why the stimulus checks were so important, infusing cash. And that's why right now it's so important for everyone to stop and look and say, last week we talked about doing things differently, not doing different things, doing things differently. And instead of spending the $14,000 or $2,000 or $4,000 for vacation, that we're actually going to take that money that we set aside and bank it and make sure that we had it for the winter. That helps with you not being so fragile that you break, because we need to learn how to pivot. Pivot into what reality is. I was thinking about, and this is not a political statement, although we can go into politics if we want to, but I was thinking about why are people so freaked out, I'm gonna use that word, about wearing masks, that they would put their own lives and other folks' lives in danger by pulling guns on you because you ask someone to put on a mask. And I really, I love yours. Look at that, George.
Yeah, this is
Fashion City.
Should I put it on?
Yeah, put it on. Okay. I'm on air. This is something, okay? This is absolutely something. So, okay, why are they so, why would people, and I thought about it a little bit, and I said, you know what, because they don't have the ability to pivot. Sometimes pivoting is an issue of fear. If I change and do something different, am I giving away something that's important to me? Not looking at it as progress and stepping into what reality is now and realizing that as I step out, I gain more because I'm moving toward a future. I'm anchoring myself, cementing myself into the past. And the past is about to steamroll us and roll right over us. Okay? So look at how we do things or what things we need to do differently. Realize that we cannot be fragile. We have to look at anti-fragility. Fragility, we need to make sure that we are not stuck in our ways in such a way that we cannot bend, that we break. And don't stand in fear around your ability to pivot. So at this point in time, I want to again encourage everyone, go to brackensfsn.com, register for the upcoming event on 8/20. Make sure that you also are liking us on Facebook, that you are tweeting at us on Twitter, okay? That you are going to our YouTube page where everything is posted and you can go back and look at many of the episodes. And of course, call us at area code 315-930-4499. And at this point, George, I'll say our plate is full.
All right, thank you very much, Vicki. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of